Welcome to HoodChampionBoxing Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, or you find a way to lose. I got questions, people. We need answers. We need to understand what's going on in boxing, in particular, the heavyweight division. We know the secret society is real. And when it comes to Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Mauricio Suleiman, the WBC, something doesn't make sense. And as a result, we got to start having conversations to try to do a deep dive and come up with something logical that makes sense, passes the sniff test. And I'm going to tell you right now, as a common sense man, I've been talking about a lot of this stuff for a while. But there are brilliant minds who subscribe to my channel. And there are times where people say stuff, and even sometimes I don't comment, but there's some things where I'm like, brilliant, and I'll tell them. And I'm like, that's a great talking point. But when you look at what's going on with this WBC, Deontay Wilder's still in the mix with all of his inactivity, right? Anybody ever asked the question, other than myself? I'm going to bring something up for y'all while I'm talking, right? How the hell is Deontay Wilder still out here as a mandatory? And how is Malik Scott so confident that Wilder's going to be a two-time heavyweight champion? What is it? I used to always say, what is it that they know I don't know? For Wilder to not be active, not be fighting, but continuing to say, oh yeah, Wilder's going to be a two-time heavyweight champion. It makes you, for me, it made me feel like maybe there was something guaranteed. You know what I mean? What is it? What is it that happened from the first Tyson Fury fight, second Tyson Fury fight, third Tyson Fury fight, going to Saudi Arabia and having that sit down, visiting and spending time with Mauricio Suleiman, fighting Hellenius, and then now working with Eddie Hearn in this long stretch of inactivity to where now this man is out here trying to get to the red carpet. He's out here acting and doing what's that called? Reality TV stuff, game shows. You know what I'm saying? Makes you wonder. Because when you look at, let me show y'all this right. Let me go here. Where is it? Window captured. I'm going to show y'all something. Right? So when you go right here and you look at the WBC's rankings, Deontay Wilder hasn't fought. Tyson Fury's not fighting. AJ is still fighting. It looks like he could be fighting Manuel Char or Andy Ruiz. Who knows? Makhmudov has bubbled all the way up to number 3. Frank Sanchez is 4. He's going to be fighting here in a week or so. And then you look at everything else. Jared Anderson is right on Andy Ruiz's bumper. But when you really try to understand it, okay, what's the deal with Deontay Wilder? I'm going to tell you, this is my question, right? This is my question. Is it possible, right? This is what one of the subscribers put underneath the video I did, where he's asking, essentially, is it possible the WBC owes Wilder due to what happened with his arbitration against Fury? Now this I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have a conversation. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some... Okay, understand this. I would not be surprised if Deontay Wilder is holding on to that number 1 position in the WBC for a reason that they won't disclose to us. But words matter. Y'all remember Deontay Wilder was saying, everybody knows Fury cheated. And he says it with passion, and he laughs. Right? And every opportunity he gets, he says that. Now, I know he went to Saudi. I know there were things told to him in Saudi about Tyson Fury, about cheating, about certain fights people tried to make, and certain heavyweights who didn't want to fight him. And the more I think about it and peel the layers back, when he was over there in Saudi, Tyson Fury was there, Mauricio Suleiman was there, and the Saudis were there. So Deontay Wilder has always said he felt Tyson Fury cheated, but he really, really kind of held his position on that more so after whatever happened when he was in Saudi, and Suleiman was there. Now, I'm going to tell you this. This is my opinion. You can disagree. I truly believe that Suleiman is doing Deontay Wilder a favor, because at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder, many people believe, this is my opinion, I'm not saying this is a fact, and I think Suleiman is one believes Tyson Fury cheated, right? I do believe that. Now, when Deontay Wilder won that arbitration hearing, my boy Hughes, right? He's the one who left the comment. Now, I remember too, but the thing is, I wasn't there. You hear things, right? Supposedly, one of the things that really helped Deontay Wilder to win that hearing, two things. One, it was a contract, right? But two was that you were able to create enough doubt about Tyson Fury being using illegal tactics and somehow cheating. There was enough doubt created. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, try not to stand fast, close your ears and eyes. But if you want to stand fast and close your ears and eyes, open your mind. Why wouldn't that be a talking point during the arbitration? You can say, oh, that's not a fact. Hey, if somebody's, let me tell you something. If someone, it's for them to go in there and prove their case, to go in there and have a discussion. And then what can happen is they can get dismissed. They can say, nah, no proof. But once you go out there and you plant those seeds, and especially if you're convincing and you have some kind of evidence. See, this is the stuff where we don't know. And you can say, oh man, you're reaching. You Fantastic Four. You arms everywhere. No, I am reaching. I'm telling you I am. It's part of having a conversation. Because the more I talk, the more it stimulates you all to either agree or disagree. And that drives dialogue. But because there were no lawsuits, right? Nobody was suing. Wilder didn't sue Fury. Fury didn't sue Wilder. The damn sparring partner didn't get sued. Nobody got sued. They just went to arbitration. Makes you wonder what were some things discussed as part of that arbitration. What was some things settled as part of that arbitration? What were the things that surfaced that no one's able to talk about? And as a result, we're seeing the fallout. Okay? Now, I'm telling you this. It could be that the WBC is going to keep Wilder there so they can make sure he gets what they feel he deserves, which is a title shot. And you may say, well, why haven't they done it already? Let me tell you, Suleiman's not stupid. When you're part of the secret society, and when you're out here involved in some things that could be frowned upon, right? You got to be careful with the moves you make. You got to be, it's more than being strategic. You know, you got to be defensive minded. Every move you make, you should be thinking defense, not offense. It's like going out here to drive. You put on the seatbelt because you want to get out there and do 100 miles an hour. No, it's being defensive minded. You going out there, you don't know, first of all, who's going to cut you off, who's out there drinking, driving drunk. You want to protect yourself. So you got to be defensive minded. And I think Suleiman is a defensive minded person. So although he feels like, hey, Fury's kind of going a direction I don't want him to go, if I play this wrong, things could collapse. You'll have an implosion and an explosion in the WBC. So that's why I think some things happen that we can't explain. It's like there's no explanation for what the hell's going on. That being said, I think when it comes to Wilder's going to have to hang. Wilder's going to get an opportunity, and he will become, like Malik Scott said, a 2-time WBC champion, because a lot of this stuff that's happening could be lingering effect from what transpired during that arbitration. Simple. Y'all telling me Jared Anderson, we get it, he hasn't held a title, he hasn't fought huge names. When we start looking at activity and guys you want to get in position, you want the guys who are going to be active and defend your belt. And I get it, Deontay Wilder fighting, depending on where he fights, and Jared Anderson fighting somewhere, Wilder will probably generate more money. A Wilder fight against Fury is more money than an Anderson fight against Fury. I get it. Even Andy Ruiz would probably generate more money than against Fury than Jared Anderson. But again, it comes back to activity. Having champions that are active and making sure that with the sanctioning bodies and their belts are being represented and carried with honor and dignity. But the other question that came up is like, okay, we get the arbitration, we get it, there's some things that could have been discussed and agreed on to where there may be gag orders, no one can talk about it, right? That's why we can't make sense of a lot of this stuff. But what about the suggestion that Deontay Wilder was paid to lose to Tyson Fury and then promised, hey, this is the direction we're going to go. But hey, you work with us, we'll work with you. We're going to give you the kind of money like what Kinahan promised Fury, lead you to unimaginable wealth. We're going to make sure you get the kind of money to where you never, ever have to work again, your generation to come. No one has to do anything. You just go with the flow. Don't worry about titles, worry about nothing, worry about your inactivity. We're going to take care of you. I'm not so sure I agree with that. But what I'm telling you is, I think it's a little strange, just like my boy Hugh said, right? That Deontay Wilder, listen, before the Tyson Fury fights, he was never talking about the investments he's made and the money he has, and he never ever has to fight again. He makes more money outside of boxing than in boxing. What did Wilder do? It's like my boy Hugh says. What jackpot did Deontay Wilder hit as a result of being in an entanglement with Tyson Fury? That's all I'm saying. What happened for Wilder to be out here cool with not fighting? Malik Scott out here cool with not fighting. Tyson Fury out here cool with doing whatever the hell he's doing. What happened? What jackpot did Deontay Wilder hit to where all of a sudden now the investments, my businesses, my real estate, my this, making more money than outside of boxing? Yo, Wilder comes back and depending on who he fights, Wilder's making 30, 40 million. You making that outside of boxing? Well, amazing. You need to share that with everybody. How you making that much, you making that kind of money outside of boxing? I just think something's off. Something's not clicking. Suleiman, Wilder, number one, Malik Scott out here doing interviews for Wilder. But during that interview, he didn't say Wilder was out here doing this damn reality TV show. Tyson Fury's out here, man. Who knows what direction he's going. Tyson Fury's just out here reckless. Tyson Fury does what he wants. He's like that spoiled kid where you see him somewhere, people have them bad kids, and them kids acting up, and you want to put a pinch in their ribs. Little badass. That's what Tyson Fury want to put a pinch in his ribs. Let's sit your little butt over there somewhere. Quit biting the dog, you know what I'm saying? But something's not right, people. And that's why we got to do these videos. We got to ask questions. We got to dig deep. Deontay Wilder didn't even want to sue. How can he be so cool, Mr. Till this day, right? How you so cool with someone beating the hell out of you, man? Illegal hand wraps, egg weights, elbowing you in the face, forearming you. Now, I'm not making that up. I watched that fight about 10 times. I did a video about that. And I may use that thumbnail for this. All the gloves and the elbows to his face. Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder filthy in that second fight. Filthy, man. That third fight too, but that second fight was filthy. stuff Tyson Fury is doing. Deontay Wilder didn't lose that fight because of getting punched in the face. That man was getting elbowed. All kind of stuff was going on. But again, I'm going to say that. How you okay with that, Wilder? According to Wilder, he wanted to take the law into his own hands and basically, legally get in there and try to beat Tyson Fury to death. Didn't quite work out that way in the second fight, although he got 2 knockdowns. Just makes you wonder. And then you bring Malik Scott on board. Maybe Mark Breland wasn't willing to go along with the plan. He threw the towel in, right? So you got rid of the guy who threw the towel in? Whoa. That's not how we wanted Deontay Wilder to lose. Maybe that wasn't the round Deontay Wilder was supposed to lose in. Those are the questions being asked. Secret society. They didn't get what they wanted. Nobody have nothing in no damn bottle. This ain't Panama, Lewis, and Aaron Pryor, the black buckle. Give me the black buckle. This ain't that situation. What it is somebody who either didn't want to go along with it or wasn't privy to what had been discussed and may have disrupted a few things and created a bit of chaos for the secret society. And they're like, hey, he's got to go. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Let's sit back and pay attention to see just how this continues to move and evolve, and things are going to kind of flank left, flank right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe forward march, maybe about face. All kind of stuff is going to happen. But at some point in time, someone's going to come in and dress right dress. All of this secret society stuff and what's going on with Suleiman, Fury, Wilder, Scott, and the heavyweights. Because what's going on out there does not make sense. How is it all roads, right? How is it all roads ultimately lead back to Fury Wilder 3? That's what you have. Joshua ain't beating no Wilder, man. But how is it all roads lead back to Fury Wilder 3? Now, Fury making the kind of money he's making, Wilder, they both somehow ended up with unimaginable wealth. Tell y'all something. Maybe Wilder got that connection too. I don't know. But I do know there's something more to what we're seeing. And I think it all stems from that arbitration, to talking with Suleiman, to talking with whoever, and making sure that, hey, this is the direction this needs to go. We don't need any additional attention on this, guys. Hey, this is going to be the plan of action, all right? And what we're seeing is the master plan being executed. You just wait and pay attention. I am sure something's going to happen here in the next 6 months that's going to blow everybody's minds. Because it doesn't make sense for us to be sitting here and for Wilder to come back and be so passionate about fighting 7 times and before he's 40, and now this man has a whole year that's gone where he's not fighting. He's out here acting, and he probably won't fight if he gets the AJ fight to March of next year. And what's the significance of the WBC and fights in March? What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? Mandatories, March. David Benavidez, Canelo, March. Wilder, AJ could be fighting in March. What's up with March? Tyson Fury, something about March and Usyk. What's up with March, people? We got to dig deep. Understand what the hell's going on in March. I think that has something to do with Saudi Arabia or the Middle East or even Africa. I don't know. And right now it may seem like to you it's someone who's scatterbrained and just reaching. But hey, this is what we're supposed to do. Brainstorm and throw stuff up there on the board, and what sticks, what doesn't, start to shift things around. You know what I'm saying? Y'all understand the 8-step problem solving method and all that? SWOT analysis and all that. You guys understand that? Some of y'all have black belts, green belts. You guys out there, scrum masters. I'm not the only one that has that background. You know what I mean? There's some brilliant minds out here. But that's what you do. You don't hold back. You just talk and just work through things until you come up with something that's logical. And I think for me, what makes the most sense to me is peeling the layers back to that arbitration and what conversations were happening during and outside with all the parties who are involved and not involved with the secret society to see what's best as a whole for the fighters, for the trainers, for the sanctioning bodies, and for the secret society going forward. And I think this is the master plan being executed. But there's so much more to learn and to dig into and to try to unearth, and I'm going to definitely do my best to excavate and come up with these little nuggets to share with you. With that being said, that secret society, man, full effect. Would not be surprised if something comes out somewhere down the line that what we're kind of talking about, there may not be 100% true, but if we just get a sliver of what we're talking about, that means that we're onto something. But I have no doubt there's so much more to the moves being made than what we know. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. I'm in the breeze.